I think it's Aiden's turn for intro music. You're on the hot seat, buddy.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I should have prepared something.
Corner. Hot seat.
Oh,
Hot seat,
I thought
hot
you were
seat,
doing the
hot
Lion
seat.
King song.
Hot seat, Bemba. Aiden's in the hot seat.
Hot seat.
He's making a
Sweaty
song.
plebs.
Hot seat. Aiden's in it. Make the song. Make the song.
So does it count if I inspire someone else to make a song?
You have till next week to think of something. Howdy, boys and girls. Welcome back to Sweaty Plebs Podcast. This is episode 20.
Is this really the 20th one?
This is our 20th episode. And
Let's take a moment to reflect on other things that are numbered 20 that we enjoy.
in the 20 spot,
Yeah. Things that are 20 that I enjoy. The phrase 20%.
What?
I don't know. I can't think of anything that's 20.
it's the year 2020.
Oh, it is year 2020.
Yep. 20 years ago,
You like
I was
it?
in high school.
20 years ago, some of us weren't alive.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, not technically.
There's a lot of shows coming up with like their 20th-ish anniversaries, right?
Here's a fun fact. X-Men original movie came out 20 years ago.
See?
Yeah.
And you just watched it because
Wow.
you bought the whole entirety of the collection.
I don't know if it's all of them. I think it ends at Logan. I don't think it has like the new X-Men.
Like
in it.
Apocalypse or
Yeah.
Dark Phoenix, which I heard was tragic. I've yet to watch it, but I feel like I need
I
to
haven't
watch
seen
it
it.
because I've watched all the other ones.
I'll watch it eventually.
Yeah, it's on HBO or Prime or something like that.
It
right
is.
now.
Yeah. Allison watched it on HBO.
Yeah.
Did she like it?
Sansa.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna watch it for her and James McAvoy.
Yeah.
McAvoy's my dreamy boy.
Dreamy McAvoy.
Yeah, big fan.
Yeah. I think you have a lot of those.
I do.
Yeah.
Got a lot of men I'm thirsty for.
Yeah.
It's weird, I know, but
Yeah. No, it's not weird. I mean, it's
Yeah. You do
yeah.
you, bud.
Do what you want, man.
I can't help what I enjoy.
Anyways, let's do a quick shift. Bev update. What you guys drinking on?
Beverage, like drinks.
I have a multiple-month-old Modelo.
Are you-
Oh,
wait,
multi-month Modelo.
You're drinking beer. Are you drinking beer right now?
Yeah. I just told.
All right.
Oh, you might not have been here.
He was not.
Oh,
There he goes.
okay.
I like that he's doing this, and like 20 minutes ago he told me that beer gives him migraine, so...
It does. We play this fun game sometimes with Faulkner, me and my friends. And, whenever we go out to a beer bar, we haven't done it in a while, you know.
Yeah.
As the current state
All right.
is.
I feel left out. My wife's also drinking beer right now too.
Wow, everybody's drinking beer.
But so I got mine. Shout out to local brewery, Parliament Brewery. This is called the Coconut Hootenanny Porter.
You know what? This
Okay.
slides in just perfectly into what I was going to tell Aiden. We like to get Faulkner the strongest porter possible. He always says, "No more. I don't want any more." And then we say, "Okay, I'm going to close out." And we go and we get him like a 13-14% porter, or what's
Stout.
the other dark beer?
Stout.
Stout. Yeah.
And then they get me turned.
Yeah. And then he does weird stuff. Weirder than
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah. Okay, so coconut porter. I'm drinking a Contact Hazy IPA from Elysian.
Nice.
The makers of Space Dust.
Space Dust good.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is nice.
Oh.
Very
I've already
hooty.
had this.
It's hooty.
I'm not really a canned hazy guy. I prefer to get that, like 1 or 2 hazies if I go out and get one at like a bar. But
Yeah.
this one's pretty good. I like the can design a lot too.
Oh, your
That's
can
pretty sick.
design.
Yeah, thank you. Aiden, is that a Negro Modelo or regular?
Just
Regular,
regular.
right? Yeah.
Negro's dark.
It's,
Yeah, darker.
Yeah.
I answered my own question.
yep.
You figured it out.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
great.
That's all
It's
that
fine.
matters.
Um,
All right. Shall we kick it off? Actually get into you guys want to talk about any games that you're playing independent of each other right now? Real quick? Because I don't think we're playing that many games independent of each other. So it's like it's a light
I'm
topic.
playing like 17 games. Bug Fables, that's the one, the only one I would want to touch on. Bug
Okay.
Fables, it's the first of its kind. Never been a game about bugs before.
But movies about bugs.
True.
Yeah. So, fun fact about this game: it is not a bug's life.
Is it more like the B movie?
You know, as many
Ants?
copies of the B movie I own, it is. I think it's most like a Bug's Life, actually.
Alright.
When you put all those bug movies out there, I think it is most like a Bug's Life.
So Seinfeld
not
didn't
super
do
far.
any voiceover work.
There's no voices in this.
Okay.
There's bug speak.
Tragic.
Yeah.
Can you give an example of that?
It's pretty. You know, I don't remember it off the top of my head, but it's pretty close to Animal Crossing, I want to say.
No.
That's what you need. Another Animal Crossing
Yeah,
light
that's
game.
fine.
Oh, it is nothing like Animal Crossing. It looks great. I'll say the speak is like it.
Okay.
It looks good. It's got that Paper Mario look to it. The battle
Very-
system
Mm-hmm.
is good when you remember what you're doing. If you forget what one of the moves is and you don't read how to do it right before you select it, it can be pretty frustrating. So figure out what the moves are. That's my advice.
All
And
right.
how to do them.
Fair enough.
All right. Heard.
hmm
Probably will not play it, but it seems neat.
Mm-hmm.
I will update you as I get further. It's actually pretty hard too, also. And I don't know if that's just me not really being good at those games
Yeah.
or what, but I feel like I have to go back and heal myself a lot more than I should. So it's a little bit slow right now, but it's fun. I'm enjoying it.
Good.
I learned
Glad
how
to
to
hear it.
cut stuff with my head. Yeah. Also, I know how to throw a boomerang.
Like an
A
Aussie.
beamerang. A beamerang, sorry.
All right.
It's a boomerang for a bee.
Okay. Thank you.
How about you, Aiden?
Before.
You playing anything interesting?
Not. Sometimes I open Animal Crossing and check turnip prices for Dylan. That's about it.
Ooh. Sounds a
Oh.
little dry.
Sad story for me. I should have sold my turnips way earlier this week, but I thought I would get a better price. I'm gonna
Yep.
lose out on like $1 million. Million bells.
It's fine. Yeah. Other than that, it's basically just the only games that we play together.
Yeah. I started Tarkov because the server wipe happened. So I've been playing Tarkov.
Keep going.
It's very
You
hard.
started it?
Yeah, I did a couple raids. I survived with one. I only did 2 raids. Right, I survived one. It was a scav run. I did another raid, and I got wrecked really hard by the AI, and I stopped because it was so it hurt so bad.
Poor boy.
Yeah, but I love it. It's fun. I think that's the only thing I'm really playing solo right now. So. All right. Let's get in some news. Xbox news. A lot of Xbox news today. New UI update for the console for the Xbox One. They simplified the layout. I don't know if you guys noticed it. So when you press the button, like it's no longer like left right. It's all from left to right now.
Yeah, I was very confused because I hadn't read up on this before I had experienced it, and I was like, I swear this used to be different. And there's been many times so far where I'm like, I just press this button and then I press, this direction and then that, and then I'm there, and I'm like, wait, I'm not there. I'm somewhere else now. Like, what am I doing? What's going on?
So that happened. There's a community page. I've never used the community pages. Have you guys?
No. On accident a couple times.
So I guess like there's like looking for group parts of it. Like so if you like joined the COD one, you could actually like find people that post up on like LFG boards built into the community pages and stuff like that. It's actually a really neat
cool
feature.
idea.
Like
Yeah,
for
that's
Destiny,
neat.
especially because since Destiny doesn't have like a real lobby system, right? It has a built-in, so you can just log into your community page for Destiny 2 and then find an LFG group, which is actually really cool. I think Microsoft needs to talk about that more, probably. I think that's like a cool way to connect, and you never hear about it.
No,
Yeah,
you
this
don't.
is the first I've heard of it.
Yeah. And then
mean, if
integrated
you-
to your phone would even be great. Like if I haven't even looked if it's like app integrated.
It probably is.
Yeah.
That app is pretty fleshed out.
And then they added collection filters for genre and player count. So I guess player count, like, is that people playing at one time? Like active users?
Just average player count, probably.
Yeah. Which might be good in case you're like wanting to play a multiplayer game and wondering if the servers are dead or something.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt at all.
And then they
Kind of
made...
surprised that genre took this long, but
Yeah, no kidding, right? It's like weird things they like prioritize and not,
yeah,
right? I don't know.
it's fine.
Last thing was a Mixer update for I guess they added like live thumbnail previewing.
Fucking delete that. I hate that shit. I mean, I haven't seen it on Mixer's end, but I hate when you like scroll over something and it starts like auto playing a little bit.
Yeah.
Looking at you, Netflix. Looking at
If
you.
it's like Twitch where it does it without audio, I feel like that's cool. Otherwise, that's a terrible idea.
Yeah, but
The eShop just added something like that, I think, where it will like play screenshots of the game.
yeah,
It is garbage.
like that's the problem with the Microsoft Marketplace, right? Like when you click a game, it first thing it does is load up the video.
Oh, yeah, Microsoft is the worst. What was it Minecraft? So Minecraft Dungeons this week or last week when it came out, I warned you about this. I got stuck in a loop where every time I tried to open the game, the pre-install didn't actually pre-install. So it would take me to the store, and then I would say, "You've already got this installed." Blah blah blah, and then it would just like show me the video over and over, and I was like, "What am I supposed to do?" So I deleted it, reinstalled. I figured it out.
Yeah,
I'm a problem solver.
look at you,
So proud.
Yeah.
big boy.
Thank you.
All right, Game Pass news. We got games leaving. We have Resident Evil Revelations. I hear it's good. I've never played that one.
I have actually played that. I think it was like a 3DS game
Yeah,
or
I
something.
think I played that on 3DS too.
Yeah, and it was decent.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this is like a much better version of it or something.
Yeah. Yeah, never played
It was good for what it was, but I couldn't like I wouldn't say you need to play this before it leaves.
Sure.
Yeah.
Riptide Renegade, some kind of water sport thing. River Bond, never played it. Supermarket Shriek.
Like the art style.
Yeah, the art style looks sick. Supermarket Shriek. I didn't even know that was on there.
That's the game where you yell into your mic. Where's the quarters at? Hang on, I'll be right back. You yell into your mic to make your cart go faster. What the fuck, dang quarters?
I hope
at?
not. That's not a
Fun.
thing.
Yeah, that.
That sounds like a terrible game.
That
I hope
sounds
I hope you're
terrible.
lying.
No, I'm pretty sure that's how it is.
We have Everspace, which is a space sim roguelike. Actually, I enjoyed that one very much. I encourage it. But Everspace 2 is in development, so I wouldn't be surprised that's why they're taking it out. And then
makes sense.
Super Hot. Super Hot's fantastic.
Super Hot's great. I highly recommend that if you
Yep.
haven't played it.
Definitely play it. The only new game coming to Game Pass is No Man's Sky. It's coming in June for both console and PC, which makes me sad because I just bought it like 3 weeks ago.
And you know what? What did I tell you when you said you were gonna buy it?
Yeah, I know. That's why I don't want to buy
No.
Hunt the Showdown.
Say it. Say it out loud.
You told me it would
Yeah.
come to Game Pass. And I've been talking about it should come to Game Pass for so long now.
You and I have had this conversation
So
probably
long.
7 times.
Over years. Over
Yeah.
years. Yeah, so it's coming to Game Pass. It's also on sale right now. It's probably coming to Game Pass because typically, so I guess I was reading about No Man's Sky a little bit. June, July is generally when they do a content update, like a big content update. So it looks like there's a big content update coming out in the summer, and that's perfect timing to get people into that game.
Yeah.
And is this the game? No, it was Hunt Showdown. Hunt Showdown, they enabled crossplay between PlayStation and Xbox. So, but I think No Man's Sky has crossplay between PC and Xbox.
I think so.
Yeah.
It sounds correct. I don't know though. I'm excited. We should make a town or whatever.
Dude,
base,
Tim,
yeah.
my buddy Tim, he's hard into it. He owns like a bunch of ships and a freighter and sends those out on missions and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I'm down to get into that. I just don't want to pay for it.
I guess there's like he created a base that's the Star Trek Enterprise.
Yep, that sounds like someone who's really into No Man's Sky.
Yeah. So, it'll be fun. I think that's a fuck around game. Yeah, it's a fuck around game.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I got it on launch, which was a terrible mistake. So.
Ooh, you're that guy.
It's come a long way, but I still just have that sour taste in my
Didn't
mouth.
you get Anthem on launch?
Yes.
I sense a trend.
And I thought I made bad purchases.
Yeah. Lastly, Minecraft Dungeons. We've been playing it a bit, but how are you guys feeling about it? I think it's an okay game. It's got a lot of potential.
I think I enjoy what we've played of it. I think I'll keep playing it to some degree. Probably a few, I guess, what do they call them? Dungeons? Is that rifts? Dungeons?
Dungeons.
A few of those a day. It's going to need some work, though, long term, which I hope that they are. That they're doing, which I saw that they are doing some content updates that are coming out pretty quickly.
It's a Minecraft IP, so they're gonna support it pretty well.
Yeah.
But they definitely need, at the very least, bug fixes pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Dude, Aiden and I played last night. Dude, so many bugs. We had to
there was that
so many
bug
dungeons.
level. Yeah.
We had to
that
quit.
one.
But we did beat the final boss.
Oh, thanks for the invite.
You were sleeping or really high.
I would never do any of those things.
I was up till 4 in the morning last night, so.
I was up until like 2.
We only got through by cheesing.
Okay.
Yeah,
He got stuck on the floor. So we didn't really beat him. We just.
Okay.
That fight is brutal. That last fight. Spoilers. Last
Yeah.
boss fight. Brutal.
Pretty hard. Yeah.
Like it doesn't make sense because the game doesn't teach you the mechanics leading up to it. Like all the other bosses mechanically, not as complicated whatsoever.
Fun though, you know. I think that's a good sign of things to come.
Yeah.
Generally, as long as they continue to evolve that.
Yeah. So speaking of evolving, first DLC content, Jungle Awakens, is coming out in July, a couple months. It's going to have 3 new dungeons in the jungle biome, I guess. It's going to include 3 new enemy types. It is a paid DLC. Not sure how we feel about it. I mean, it's a $20 game. Paid DLC can't be more than $5.
Yeah.
But it sucks that it's paid DLC. Like,
we got it for free. I can't complain that much.
Yeah. I'm not too, as long as it's not an expensive DLC, and that's not how it's going to be long term. I mean, even if it's like a $5 DLC every, couple times a year.
Yeah.
So
it'll come with new uniques, new weapons. I guess the team also stated that they're also going to release free content outside of the DLC.
Okay.
So non-paying people will also get new stuff. You probably just won't get those dungeons, but I'm thinking you'll probably get updates.
The enemies, at least, or something.
Or something, yeah. Or at least
it's probably going to be like teaser dungeons.
Yeah. Something like makes you want to buy the DLC, right? They'll give you like the first dungeon.
Yep.
And then the next DLC, Creeping Winter, is set for later this year, probably holiday.
Probably around winter time.
Yeah. It's probably
that can't be right.
Probably a good stretch.
Yeah. That's the kind of thing I want to see from that game, but they need to add more than just new areas. It needs some refinement.
Yeah, it needs bug fixes. It needs some mechanical fixes or updates, changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the loot spawn rate is so bad. So, just a lot of stuff. It's fine for what it is. I think I would like what Aiden said yesterday while we're playing was like if it could like meet more of a middle ground between what it currently is and what Diablo 3 is. I think it would put like it's a great position to be in for an action RPG.
Yeah, I agree with that. It needs a little bit more for like hardcore fans,
Yeah.
I'll say.
Yeah.
But I think it's in a great state because I could, I could ask my girlfriend like, hey, do you want to play this game? And she doesn't play games besides Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
So it's something that she would be able to pick up and play, and I would be able to play with her and have fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very much. Let's talk about some Series X. So June's about to kick off. Summer. Generally, summertime is E3. A lot of big announcements happen in the summer. So Series X is, of course, you're going to start hearing more Series X stuff. The listing for the product is live now on the Microsoft website. Right? It says you can't buy it, but it's coming soon. And, of course, it's just going over the details, right? Like, hey, this is what it looks like inside, and here's our speed, and teraflops this.
The most hilarious thing to me, just being like, yeah, here's a CGI image of
Yeah.
airflow.
I love the
Images
airflow
of
one.
chips.
We use a split motherboard. Nobody cares. Right?
Hey, somebody cares.
We use a heatsink chassis. So sexy. And let's toss this vapor chamber in here.
I think that's my favorite part.
Vapor chamber.
The only interesting part of this whole entire ad is the expanded storage. Because I think the new SSD is just interesting. Right? Because it takes like me coming from like more of a nerd perspective, like an NVMe storage is like the big deal in PC gaming, right? For fast read-write rates. And they have like a custom SSD, and they made a custom like memory card essentially. And I'm like, oh man, it's like PlayStation all over again. We're going back to memory cards.
It's both awesome and also, if you remember like the Vita,
Yeah.
they had like proprietary SD or micro SD cards. I don't really want to spend like 10 times market price just to get more storage.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be very expensive at launch, and you're probably going to want to wait for third parties anyways. We'll see.
Also, I haven't looked at the controller before. Is it literally just the same minus a different trigger, share button, and
Yeah, don't fix what ain't broke,
better
man.
D-pad?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
I support it.
minor revisions, but it's pretty much the same controller.
Yeah, it's it uses a USB-C port to charge.
Yeah.
It still allows batteries, actual batteries.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, they just add textured grips on the bumpers, updated D-pad, and the share button. But I mean, for most people can argue that the Xbox controller now, ergonomically, is probably the best controller.
Yeah, I don't like the PlayStation. I mean, if you're comparing just those two, I
Well,
don't like
even
the PlayStation controller.
you have
But
the
I like
Nintendo
the-
Pro controller.
I like the Pro controller. The only thing I don't like about it is the buttons are a little, I don't know. Not loose is not the right word, but they just don't feel
Tactile enough?
great. Yeah, they don't have a great I guess tactile, not tactile.
Tactile?
Yeah.
Tactile. Yeah, they just don't feel great.
Um,
But I like the feel of that controller.
well, yeah. I mean, it's basically an Xbox controller where the thumbsticks are and
Yeah.
the button placements are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, when you say it, yes.
Yeah.
That way, yes.
So, but a lot of people like PlayStation, the thumbsticks right here. So
I
I hate that personally.
don't understand that at all.
Yeah.
It feels terrible.
I like them all, so it's fine.
It just feels awkward.
Yeah. I mean, I never had a PlayStation like growing up, really. So just
This is the weird thing where I like the feel of the Xbox controller more, but I play better with the PlayStation controller for some reason, so
That is weird. Yeah.
it's whatever.
Yeah. So Yep, that's the controller. Pretty cool. What
All right.
else?
All right. Your talking points.
They talked about backwards compatibility this week. Essentially,
3,000 games at launch or something, right?
yeah, it's like thousands of games are going to be good to go on the Series X. And what we'll see as a user is significant reductions in load times. I guess there was a tech demo about like State of Decay. I don't know what that really means in real time because they haven't done videos of like, they've actually done some videos of like side by sides, right? I think they did. I'm trying to think what game was it. I guess it was. I don't remember. I think it was like Gears of War. They did like a side by side load screen. It's pretty impressive, right?
I think so.
So we'll see huge improvements there because of the new hard drive they're doing. I guess they have this thing for HDR reconstruction technique that adds HDR to older games that don't have it. So it's kind of like how they do like 4K upscaling. So I think it's gonna be something like that.
I'll wait and see how it looks. That's just like a nice quality of life thing. That's not necessary.
Yeah, I mean I don't have HDR on my monitor, so it doesn't matter to me.
Same.
So,
not same, but you know.
Then they have the quick resume feature. So I guess you can swap between 3 games at the same time and just like essentially have a saved state. You just go back to where you were without loading. No load times.
That's cool.
And
although I generally close stuff out.
Yeah, and it will remember even after rebooting because it puts it in the cache. Pretty crazy. I mean, that's a quality of life thing, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not really necessary because as a PC user, you're just used to like shutting down completely and opening back up. And yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I can see myself like once I get used to it, taking full advantage of it.
Yeah, I think
nice.
It's one of those things that you just won't notice that you have. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We'll go from like playing Modern Warfare, and then we'll go from Apex, and then we'll go from like Minecraft Dungeons, and things will just go boop, 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 boop. Right?
How will they go?
Boop, boop,
Exactly.
boop, boop, boop. Yeah, like that. I'm starting to turn red. Oh.
It's all your
Some
boop,
more.
boop, booping. Yeah.
Boop, 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 boop.
Also, just real quick, do you have tiny hands or is that beer can like really big?
It's a crowler.
Both.
So it's both.
Okay.
This is a 1 pint can,
Okay.
but I also have
Cool.
tiny hands.
I've just been curious for the past like 30 minutes.
Because like the can's like this is the size of my head, right? And I have a big head, so
Oh,
Alright,
man.
cool. Now I
Yeah.
know.
And then the last thing they're talking about backwards compatibility is frame rate and 4K resolutions. They're saying some games that aren't 4K will be upscaled to 4K, and then you might even see double frame rates. So 30 FPS games will go to 60, and 60 will go to 120. My only weird thing about the 120 thing is most people play on their TV, and most TVs are only 60 hertz. So they'll never see
So
120.
they won't see it, but you can still feel the difference between 60 and 120.
Yeah.
Like playing Counter-Strike, I have a 60 hertz monitor. I can still feel the difference between 60 hertz and like 200.
Yeah.
But also that's kind of the weird thing to phrase like that. 'Cause going from 30 to 60 isn't that insane. 60 to 120 is kind of an insane leap.
Huge leap. Ridiculous. Especially if it's 4K.
Yeah,
I can't
like
imagine.
that's-
I can't imagine that's the thing. I'm imagining it's 1080p going to 120, right?
Yeah.
At like Xbox 360 games.
Yeah. And either way, like it's cool to upscale things, but also I feel like it doesn't usually look that much better. It's just a crisper image of the same thing, so.
Mm-hmm.
But still cool. I appreciate them putting time into it.
Yeah, it's dope. All right, and again, because summer's here, I guess Microsoft is doing a special special thing with the Special Olympics. They're doing a virtual gaming event. It will be represented for 11 states. Over 35 athletes will be participating, and they'll be playing Forza 7. That's what game they'll be competing in.
There needs to be a different word than athletes for game players.
It's a sporting
Professional
event.
game players. It's not really sports though. Like it's got like you know how when you go to a math competition they're called mathletes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Game leets. That doesn't roll off the tongue.
Elites? That sounds weird. It's too close to like e-girls.
Yeah. Okay. We'll game shop or not game shop.
We'll workshop that.
Workshop.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like a special sporting event for Special Olympics. I think it's really cool because this is a weird time where everyone's
weird time,
right? Because like Olympics is supposed to be this year, and I'm pretty sure that's not happening.
They have officially been postponed.
Yeah, so like this is like a weird precedent. When's the last time Olympics was postponed? Dude, Olympics happened during World War II. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they still held the Olympics during World War II.
There's always been an Olympics every year I've been.
It's never.
Well, not every year I've been alive.
It's never been postponed.
I mean. Yeah.
You want to know a fun fact about the Olympics?
Sure.
Aiden and I have been to the Olympics.
Yeah.
Atlanta.
That's true.
Utah.
Salt Lake.
Oh yeah.
2002.
Very cool.
We went to ice dancing.
You guys went to the Olympics in 2002. I went to the World Cup in 2002.
Wow.
The same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
Yeah. I would go to the Olympics again.
Yeah. Summer or winter?
I would too.
I would want to go to summer since I've been to winter. And I just generally think summer is like 100,000 times better.
Yeah.
Like what? Can you name anything on like the winter side that you would want to go see?
What's the one where they
skeleton?
They slide the thing?
Dude, you were with
the broomsticks?
Yeah, curling.
Curling, that's it.
Yeah, when you sorry to shift it. When Robbie and I went to Richmond Republic, and we watched that for like 3 hours straight. No, longer than 3 hours.
Curling,
yeah.
That was good times.
That was fun.
Yeah. You know what? Winter it is. Let's go. I'll watch curling.
I would go to curling. Yeah.
I would love to see us do curling.
I don't know how it works.
Exactly. That's the point.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like I've watched enough to get it now.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand the premise of it, but like, what's that broom for, baby?
Like you're melting the ice, baby.
It's definitely a lot harder than it probably is.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not easy. I played bocce ball, and I assume they like the same thing.
Yeah, it's bocce ball, but on the ice and with rocks.
All right, so let's switch over to some Nintendo news. I actually don't have a lot of Nintendo news, other than there's an image of Super Nintendo World that is out. Super Nintendo World is in Japan, and it's a sky view of it. It looks small, right?
I mean, how much do they have going on? Like,
it's not. It's
Nintendo?
not like. Well, it's more. Yeah, it's not Nintendo World. It's Super Nintendo World. Right. So.
Yeah, but it's like Nintendo stuff. Like they don't have like a million different properties. You know. I mean,
yeah, but you could have like a whole section for Zelda. You could have a whole section for Mario. You could have a Metroid area, right? Like
just have a Hyrule field in the middle.
You could have a Pokemon area. Like there's enough Nintendo stuff to really like make it pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It really does seem kind of tiny.
Right. So I mean,
Japan is an island. There's not a lot of space to go around.
All right, fair point.
Yeah, I can't argue this. Yeah, and it's not like the most like flattest world, like part of the world.
What?
It's not the
most
flattest.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, it's not flat Earth, all right? It's not the flattest part of the country. I don't know why I said country. Part of the world.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but we got you, bud.
Yeah, beer's starting to kick in. A couple of new trailers came out. I guess there's a remaster for Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. I never played it.
Heard that one's good.
They redid the voiceovers, which is pretty impressive.
Don't really like how it looks still.
No, man. I feel like they would have maybe put a little bit better effort.
No, this is like 2008 era 3D graphics.
Online multiplayer? I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, we play online all the time. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I meant for this game, you fuck. You shithead.
Sorry.
Cool. I mean, Square Enix is keeping busy. If anything, right? They're like, remasters will make money, so we killed it with Final Fantasy VII. I would love to see a real remaster of Final Fantasy 3-6 or Final Fantasy 5. Actually, a real remaster of Final Fantasy 5. That'd be pretty dope.
Is Final Fantasy 7? Yeah, is Final Fantasy 3-6 multiple games, or is that just one of the games?
It's one game. Yeah.
It's one game. Okay.
Yeah.
I knew they would do something dumb like that.
Yeah, because it got released in Japan as 6, right? Yes, 6.
I don't know, dude.
And then it got released in the United States as 3. Because Final Fantasy 5 and 4 never got dropped into the United States. It was Japan only.
Do you think they're ever going to come out with Final Fantasy 3-6 Mafia?
Ooh, that'd be pretty cool.
I would play that.
Way to work that joke in.
Yeah. I don't think that was a good way to work that joke in. But I went for it.
And then lastly, they just came out with... So, Switch is getting a lot of games, right? They just put out the BioShock collection, and then now they have the Borderlands Legendary collection on the Switch.
All came out. I'm actually... I hate saying this out loud, but I considered getting Borderlands just because I feel like that might be a fun game to have on the Switch, but I've already bought that game so many times.
Yeah, I own it on PC,
based on
Xbox.
my experiences doing Doom, it's not a great shooter console.
I played one or two shooters on it, and it was okay. I would really have to dig into it and see how it runs on.
I feel like third-person shooters could be fine. First-person,
not so much.
Really enjoy.
Yeah.
I mean, I would play it on my TV. I would play it docked. Yeah. With the Pro Controller, I wouldn't play handheld. For the most part.
You guys have any other Nintendo news that I didn't document?
No, Bug Fables is the only real thing for me. Other Nintendo news.
Not much. Nintendo's been pretty quiet lately.
Yeah.
It's not dropping a new console this year, so.
I mean, they did announce the Paper Mario thing last week.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Cool. Yeah, we'll see.
All right. Let's jump into a new game that's coming out. It is called Outriders. It's a Square Enix game. They just put out a gameplay trailer where they talk about a bunch of stuff. It is a looter shooter. Third-person looter shooter. It's got Division/Destiny type vibes.
Looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's exactly what I don't need.
Right. This is like a game that we would. This is like upper alley.
Yeah. We are not shooter. We're looter people specifically.
Yeah. And then look at that. That was a cool effect.
Yeah.
And Aiden loves buying stuff at launch, even if it's garbage. So
I'm going to get it.
Yeah. He will buy this first, and then we will ask him if it's good or not.
Yeah.
So
it's pretty cool.
In a weird way that I can't explain, it just reminds me of Dragon Age for some reason.
It does. It does have a Dragon Age kind of look to it, just like the animations. I'll say. Yeah.
You know what, you say that, and I thought it had more Andromeda kind of feel. Which is
that's
BioWare.
Yeah,
right?
which is BioWare. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Same game.
Yeah, this is totally up our alley.
Fuck it. I mean, we're gonna get this game. All right.
Yeah, 100%. We're about 99% sure we're gonna get this game at launch day. Maybe wait for people to put out reviews.
A couple videos.
Yeah. That's that's kind of a lesson we've learned, right? With Anthem and you could even say Borderlands 3. Even though I'd probably still buy it regardless. Hey, look at that water. Look at that reflection. Yeah. That's Aiden's getting juicy off of it.
Yeah, so you were saying that, and I have learned, but also I haven't at all.
Yeah.
It's going to be the night before launch and be like, wow, I could download this game in like an hour tops, and then I'll do it.
Yeah.
should downgrade the internet.
You know what it kind of looks like? Revenant.
It does kind of look like Revenant.
Like a faster paced Revenant.
Kind of.
Which
is not a bad thing.
I wish that I had played more Revenant. I enjoyed Revenant a lot. Especially, this looks a little bit easier, I'll say.
Well, there's a lot more skills, right? Like you get the specials and the powers.
Yeah.
Yeah, easier might be the wrong word. Like, it looks easier to deal with the crowds with what you have, which to me is more fun.
There's less of a difficulty curve, definitely.
Yeah. So look at this. Where's it? Where's it at? So this is almost like a Diablo 3 difficulty system, like the torment levels, right? And then where's screen? Let's see if I can find this screen. This looks like Destiny's inventory system.
That's the exact same.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Right?
You got it.
Even the stats.
Everything about it looks like Destiny. Which is, I guess, fine. Because they're like...
Yeah.
Like, if they could go like... All right, we see where Destiny's failing. And let's jump on it.
Yeah.
Because people really... Like, right now, there's nothing out there that's better than Destiny. But everyone that plays Destiny wants something better than Destiny. Right?
Yep.
Like, people want that itch to be scratched. But there's nothing out there right now. This might be it, right? Because this, like, people that like Division but want more of a sci-fi fantasy element, this is that leap.
Yeah. Yeah, this looks good. When does this come out?
Holiday.
Holiday. If only it came out tomorrow.
It's got like 3-player co-op. There's like 3 classes. Yeah. Pretty excited.
All right, I'm excited. I hadn't seen this before now, but this actually looks super far up my alley.
Yeah. So, I thought we would all enjoy that very much. There's more videos. They have more gameplays if you're interested. Probably not because Dylan never watches trailers in general.
Yep.
Unless I make him watch a trailer. I guess the developers are People Can Fly. I don't know what they've made. But it's gonna be on every platform. But so People Can Fly, but I guess Square Enix is the distributor or whatever you want to call them. Publisher. That's it. Good word.
The legal people.
Yeah,
as I like to call
them. All right, let's get into more general news. CD Projekt Red confirmed hands-on preview in June. It's probably going to happen during the IGN Summer of Gaming. So if people aren't familiar, IGN is doing an event to substitute for the lack of like E3 and a lot of the different gaming events that are not happening now. Right. So they're doing the IGN Expo, which showcases exclusive announcements and reveals across multiple developers across the industry, taking place from June 5th, 8th, and the 9th. And then they have other stuff on other days throughout June. They're also hosting a charity event for COVID-19. And I guess one of the events is like a celebrity island tour in Animal Crossing. So they're going to have celebrities that play Animal Crossing. It's just to get people to like watching on Twitch and stream, right? And to donate. So
yeah, I'm gonna skip that one.
It's going to be hosted by Gary Whitta, who did Rogue One. He's a director and also did Book of Eli. And you'll have guests like Felicia Day, which is like a no-brainer nerd guest to have, right?
I don't know who that is.
Felicia Day?
Yeah.
She did, was it Guild? The Guild? Web series?
Oh, I do know who that is. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the redhead. Yeah. Candace Penn, Simu Liu. These are all like low, like...
Simu Liu, you have a crush on him, don't you?
Yeah. I don't even like Asian dudes, but I fuck with that boy.
The Kim's Convenience guy.
Yeah. He's the son in Kim's Convenience.
Jung, yeah.
I get it now, and I have no idea why I recognize Cliff Blazinski's name.
That's Epic. Old Epic. Gears guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Gears and Unreal. Cool.
Yeah.
Got it.
Which is kind of cool. Like, Animal Crossing's a big hit right now. Let's get some celebrities doing it. They're doing a speedrunner countdown challenge. They're going to do Bloodborne, Fallout game, Titanfall 2, Sekiro, Mario 64, speedrunning. So
I recognize 0 of those runners.
I actually recognize the I think the Zeus guy. Hey Zeus, here's toast. I don't know. Maybe I don't. I think I watched him born speedrun somewhere else, and he was actually pretty entertaining. But if he's just playing the same game again, then I don't know if that would be interesting.
Yeah, there's rumors that
there's probably new tech.
Blizzard is going to have a Diablo 2 announcement during this summer of gaming. There's a lot of there's like 5 unannounced game exclusives, and they haven't said what publishers are involved with the unannounced game exclusives.
It's typically how unannounced things go.
Yeah.
They don't say anything about them.
Well, usually sometimes they're like EA is doing something, right? Some title.
Oh yeah, I know.
But I was going through the list, and like besides the 5 unannounced, it's kind of like, it's all right. It's nothing crazy.
Well, there's this and there's other stuff going on too, right? Like
there's a Doom Eternal one, speedrunner. People were saying
I've
this
watched one of those. It's not super fun.
No, I mean I get why people like watching speedrunning. It's not my thing.
I enjoy. Yeah, I enjoy watching some speedruns, but it really depends on if the speedrunner is good, and also I pretty much only watch speedruns of games that I super like, like Ocarina of Time, or games that I know that I won't ever play, like Bloodborne, where it's like I'm never gonna sit down and play Bloodborne, but I know people like it, and I'm interested in kind of watching it in its entirety as much as a speedrun, does everything. Like you just kind of get a good feel of what the game actually is without playing it.
Yeah.
Or what it could be.
So we'll see what's in it. Like CD Projekt Red's going to have their live stream for Cyberpunk on the 11th. That's kind of one of the big ones. Remnant's apparently doing.
Watch it.
We'll talk about it when it comes, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just know I'm going to get the game, so.
I'm not. That's the kind of thing where that's the kind of trailer that I won't watch, because it's like I absolutely am going to get that game 100%.
Yeah.
What do I need to see about or see what it's about before?
They're doing the Marvel Avengers stream.
Oh, fun.
Apparently, they've made some updates since the last, because I think for the most part we agree that it's been pretty lackluster for the genre that it is.
It's just disappointing for what it should be.
Yeah, for the hype, right? There's a lot of hype that came with it, and you're like, this is it? It's not that great. So that's Summer of Gaming. So I'm sure we'll see as that ramps up throughout June. We'll get a lot. I think June's going to be pretty busy when it comes to news because of all the hype trains going.
Yeah, I mean, people were preparing for E3 before COVID really hit. I'm certain. Like, it's not like a 1 month thing that they're preparing for. It's as soon as E3 is over, they're preparing for the next E3. So people have been working on stuff, and we're going to still see most of that just in a different format.
100%. Other than that, that's pretty much the news this week.
Yeah, short week.
Yeah.
I mean, not short week.
Yeah.
But
longer than
short
last
on
week.
news.
Not too much still.
No, not at all.
Just for an update for you, I looked at People Can Fly, and they've helped work on Gears of War and Bulletstorm, and even Fortnite, but not the Battle Royale version.
I enjoy the Fortnite regular version. I never played too much of it. What's it called? Save the World?
Save the World. It's just a horde mode. Yeah. It's actually not a bad horde mode. It's actually kind of fun. I played a bunch of it.
Yeah,
and I actually enjoyed the progression system. Oh, that's kind of cool. It seems like they know how to make
for a while.
Horde mode.
Yeah. Well, it seems like they know how to make like a fast action-paced game with like having that Bulletstorm background and stuff like that.
Their first games were called Painkiller, and I just have not heard of those.
I've not heard of that.
Painkiller sounds like it could be one of like 70 different games. I'm almost positive I've seen that game, but like 70 different versions of it.
Cool. All right, boys.
Okay.
Anything else to add?
Yeah.
I'm gonna chug the rest of this beer. and we get out of here.
All right, let's see it.
It's like there's like not that much. Okay.
Why'd
Do
you?
it.
Oh,
Wow.
Look at that drip drop.
It's giving us a visual.
Attaboy. Holla.
2020. Thank you.
All right, boys and girls.
I don't know
Have
why
a good
I
day.
yelled 2020. Sorry. Wait, you're leaving us?
Stop ending the recording.
I know.